We are here today because we are having a meeting and a site visit by the industry players from the coast region of the hospitality and tourism sector. And mainly it's their first time to really come and appreciate the works that have been going on at the Ronald Ngala Utalii College here for the past over 10 years. We have had very fruitful discussions after their site tour, and they've been able to appreciate the progress that has been made, especially in the last 1.5 years, to an extent of where we are at about 75% completion rate of the entire construction works. There are several issues that arose, and some of them concerns the funding, so that we can be able to meet the deadline that we are struggling with to complete part of the college, so that it can start operating and serving Kenyans by the month of August of this year. And currently, one of the problems that we really have is about the funding and the financing of the project, even though we had been promised by part of the government that we will get some money from the Tourism Promotion Fund, which should be able to see us really meet that target. The completion that I'm talking about by August is we decided on a sectional completion, which is phase 1 of the first phase, and then there'll be the phase 2 of the first phase, all right, which will go on, and we intend to have that completed by next year in August 2023. The phase 1 that we are intending to complete by August will require about 1.9 billion Kenya shillings, because we have certificates from the contractors which must be honored, and also from the consultants who are supervising this work. And after completing that, there will be a requirement of a further 2.1 billion shillings to complete the rest of the college, which has not been done. Initially, the college was to cost about 4.9 billion, and that was way back in 2013. Definitely a lot of things have happened, and costs, I mean, in terms of materials and everything, things have gone up. And a good example is aluminium has gone up by 300%, cement has gone up by 100%. So really, and in terms of even other related costs, I mean, things have really changed. So far, we are looking at the projects. By the time we really complete it in the next 1 or 2 years, it should cost us about 10 to 11 billion Kenya shillings. Initially, the project started in the year 2010, when the consultants came on board and started the designs in 2011, and I think 2012. Then the main contractor was identified to start the construction works in 2013. At that time, it was believed that we were going to take a maximum of 5 years. So the college should have been up and running by the year of 2018. But somehow that did not happen because of lack of funds.
And we are happy that the board has actually been able to put this money to good use. The project has been visited by, has received many visitors from government, from parliamentarians, but it was the industry, actually the stakeholders, who had actually not set foot here. And we're happy today we've been able to have a tour of the facility, understand the process and the phases that are actually in progress, and majorly happy that there is a projected opening date, because the completion of this project actually means a lot for the tourism industry in terms of manpower development, in terms of training needs for the industry. They'll actually be able to turn around the economy of this region, and that is something that we're really upbeat about. However, in all the discussions that we've had and the briefing that we've had and the site, the visit that we have had on the site, it is clear that the contractor has actually put forward good foot. He's actually managed to cover a significant amount of the targeted work. What is reported is that TF requires funding, and we've meant to understand that money was actually released. It was released in December. So our question and our concern is, why has this money not been released to TF so that this project can actually be fast-tracked and completed on time? Our appeal therefore is that His Excellency the President, please intervene where you can, so that we can have these actually handed to us as stakeholders within the time before you leave office. So hopefully by July, before the elections, we are hoping Your Excellency will be able to come here and actually launch and hand this project to us, so that we can also be happy as an industry and as a stakeholder, because this is significant not just to Kilifi County. This is very significant to the entire tourism fraternity in the coast region, and actually the entire country. Having set up a second premier training college of this caliber after Utalii College in Nairobi is actually very good progress, and we cannot wish it to end without this administration actually taking credit for this particular project.